Welcome into Rover Sports, guys. How's everybody doing today? What's going on? Just a hot day out here in Philadelphia for sure. Just was out playing basketball a little bit, trying to burn a couple of calories. Football, basketball, still in season here in Philadelphia, so I'm glad that you guys are tuning into the show tonight, trying to get some pop here in these little preview videos. So we got a big game. One of the biggest games of the NFL season is San Francisco and Minnesota. The last time I checked the line, the Vikings were about a 5-point favorite, about a 6-point favorite. Let me just tell you this. If Jimmy G can pull this one off, if you can go into Minnesota and win this game, all Niners fans should rejoice and the hype will be insurmountable. Because I look at this game and plainly, I picked the Vikings before the season, and I am going to tell you today that I would pick the Vikings now. Because I look at Minnesota, and Minnesota has a good quarterback now. The defense of Minnesota is no joke, as everybody kind of knows. And you really look at San Francisco, and the offensive line's going to really have to protect. I mean, it looks like Mike Person looks like he's starting over Josh Garnett. I don't know about that. Lincoln Tomlinson, the doctor from Duke, is over on the team now. Weston Richburg has a big first test, and Weston Richburg, I think, is going to be going up against Daniel Hunter and Linval Joseph, I believe, if I'm correct. Yes, also Sheldon Richardson. So that could be rough for Weston if Sheldon Richardson's coming in there and Sheldon's focused and playing well. You have Everson Griffin on this football team. And you also have now just incredible depth, at cornerback positions. You have, Mackenzie Alexander and Mike Hughes now can be used as a corner for the Minnesota Vikings. It's a very complete team. It's a team that's ready to win a championship. Now, the offensive line hasn't been elite for the Minnesota Vikings, and they haven't really addressed it. So they have guys like Riley Reif. They have guys like Mike Remmers. Rashad Hill is a right tackle. So when you look here at the tackles, it's possible that Arik Armstead can get home, and it's really possible that Solomon Thomas can get home. If the Niners are going to have a chance to win this game, you got to stop the run, which I actually believe they'll hold Dalvin Cook in check. I'm really worried about Witherspoon going up against Diggs, and I am a little bit worried about Sherman. He is going to be playing against Adam Thielen, or it might be the other way around. But whoever Witherspoon is on, it's not going to be good because these are elite wide receivers. And then you look at the linebacking core. The linebacking core is going to have to guard against Kyle Rudolph, or John DeFilippo is going to try to get a nickel corner for the 49ers, like a new guy like DJ Reed or something, or Jimmy Ward. They're going to try to get these guys. They're going to try to get Kyle Rudolph, and Rudolph, I think, is going to have a really big game for the Vikings. So can DeForest Buckner progress? That's going to be a huge question mark when you look at the 49ers, is can Buckner really play worth his first round value? That's something that I'm really curious to see in this game. And can he be able to go ahead and get sacks? Can he get up to like 8 sacks this season? Fred Warner's going to be out he's going to be playing his first game here. And it shows that Reuben Foster, I forgot about this, he's suspended for this game, which also does not help matters. So defensively, it's going to be tough sledding. Offensively, let's get to that part. Jimmy Garoppolo is now going to be throwing the good one. He's going to be passing to Garcon, who's back, George Kittle. When you look at Minnesota, I would go after Minnesota's linebacking core in the middle, so I would really get Pettis going in there. I would get Trent Taylor. I would try to retain the ball and play the game in the 20s. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to have to carry this game. Without a running back, with the defensive line being elite, it is really going to be put so much on Garoppolo's shoulders that it's going to be like boulders are going to be on Jimmy G, and this will show you the power of Jimmy G and this offense. I'm curious to see how the Butler does. I'm curious to see how Matt Breida would do. It's a very, very difficult game, but then the 49ers, again, have the Lions in week 2. I don't have the 49ers winning this game. I'm going to take Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to take it a score of 28-17. The Vikings win it pretty comfortably. Jimmy shows flashes, holds on to the ball, but also there's a couple of protection issues. It's Mike McGlinchey's first game. I am worried about Person, Tomlinson, and Richburg. I'm not worried about the tackles as much, but Minnesota has guys that are good defensive tackles, okay, that have played for a long time in this league. Linval's played a long time. Sheldon Richardson's going to be very dangerous for Weston Richburg. I'm very nervous about the offensive line. And the Minnesota Vikings, I have them as a wild card team. They're a definite playoff team. It's either them and the Packers. You're going to Minnesota. Minnesota beat the Saints last year. They killed them. First game in the Dome, new quarterback. Sam Bradford killed a team in the New Orleans Saints that ended up being a team that was right there with them in the divisional playoff round again. The Vikings kill people at home. They're undefeated there. It's going to be a very, very tough challenge for the 49ers in this game. But I'm very curious to see how Jimmy will react, how Kyle will call this game. If the Niners win, rejoice. Then you can start thinking incredibly big. Thanks, guys, for watching.